They told me marriage would complete me. No one told me it would test me first, test my patience, my silence, my strength, and my identity. This is not a story to complain. This is not a story to gain sympathy. This is the truth of a woman who entered marriage with hope and learned bravery the hard way. Before marriage, I was full of dreams. I believed love meant partnership, respect, and understanding. I believed two people walk together, not one leading and the other following quietly. I believed marriage would be a place where I could be myself without fear. On my wedding day, everyone admired my smile, my clothes, my jewelry. No one asked what I was feeling. No one asked what I was giving up. I promised myself I would be a good wife. I promised I would adjust. I didn't know that adjustment would slowly turn into self-erasure. At first, everything felt manageable. Small compromises, small silences. I ignored things that hurt me because I thought time would fix them. My opinions were often ignored, but I told myself it was okay. My emotions were labeled as overthinking, so I learned to keep them inside. I worked harder to keep peace. Believing peace meant love. Slowly, I became the woman who wakes up early and sleeps late. The woman who listens to everyone but is never truly heard. The woman who keeps relationships alive while her own heart feels empty. I was present for everyone, but absent for myself. Loneliness inside marriage is the heaviest kind of loneliness. You're not alone, yet you feel invisible. You speak, but your words don't reach anywhere. You cry silently because explaining your pain feels useless. I would sit beside my partner and feel emotionally miles apart. One day, something broke inside me. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. I realized I had stopped sharing my feelings, not because I didn't have any, but because being misunderstood again and again had exhausted me. That night, I looked at myself in the mirror. I didn't see a weak woman. I saw a woman who had been strong for too long, and for the first time, I didn't ask how to save my marriage. I asked how to save myself without losing everything. That question changed me. I understood that being a good wife does not mean being a silent woman. Love does not demand the loss of identity. Marriage should not feel like emotional imprisonment. I began to speak, not to fight, but to exist. I began to express, not to accuse, but to be seen. I began to set boundaries, not to hurt anyone, but to protect my soul. Some people didn't like this new version of me. They said I had changed. They said I had become difficult, emotional, selfish. But I knew the truth. I was no longer available for emotional neglect. I was no longer ready to disappear for the comfort of others. When a woman becomes strong, she is often misunderstood. Not everyone celebrates your growth, especially those who benefited from your silence. And I learned that this is okay. My strength did not destroy my marriage. It changed it. I stopped begging to be understood and started expecting mutual respect. I stopped carrying the entire emotional burden alone. I learned that a relationship cannot survive on one person's sacrifices. Healing did not mean I stopped feeling pain. It meant pain stopped controlling me. I accepted that I am emotional, and that is not weakness. I accepted that I am strong, and that does not make me heartless. I am a woman who loves deeply, but I no longer lose myself while loving. Today I am still married, but more importantly, I am still me. A woman who knows her worth. A woman who understands that marriage is partnership, not ownership. A woman who believes respect is as important as love. If you are a woman reading this and feeling lost in your relationship, remember this. You don't have to break your marriage to build yourself, but you must build yourself to save your soul. If this story touched your heart, if you saw yourself in these words, if you believe women's voices deserve to be heard, subscribe for more real, emotional, and powerful stories of brave women. Because when one woman speaks her truth, she gives courage to many others.